And let's move on to leadership KPIs. As I mentioned during the introduction part, right, when I was sharing the agenda, KPI is nothing but key performance indicator. Here, I would like to give you an example before I go ahead and then explain what I have written in the screen. You join a new organization, right? There will be some induction happening, right? So where they explain what sort of role that you are going to do, what are the responsibilities which are necessary for you to do that, then you are doing everything very well. Whatever is assigned to you, you are doing very well, be it team management, team building, or delivery management, project management, program management, designing something, developing an technology related products or projects. Whatever is written in the responsibility list, you are doing excelling in everything that the organization has assigned to you. But towards the end of the year, you feel like, okay, I deserve promotion. Right? Because people are appreciating you a lot during the 1 year. You also see that you are delivering everything really, really well. Whatever is assigned, you are doing very well. So you're expecting that promotion is very, very normal for any human being who is a top performer to expect, right? But towards the end of the appraisal process, you see that you are not getting the score which you expected. You are not getting that promotion. What happens there? Because if the KPIs, key performance indicators, are not defined well, you may only do what you know already to acquire that promotion. By having clear-cut KPIs will help you to understand what needs to be done to achieve that promotion. Right? This term, if it is really new to you, I would highly recommend you do more research on this. You will be able to understand. In an organization, each function, be it sales, marketing, or even the support functions like HR, finance, administration, the designing team, development team, business analysis team, right from the top management to the bottom level, each function will have its own KPIs. One more example here I would like to give. Sales department will have one of the KPIs I'll tell you. Yeah, average response time. You are going to sell something, you are having that interaction with the client. There should be a time in which the client should respond to you, so that becomes conversion. You are able to sell something. If the client doesn't respond to you within that stipulated time, that means there is something going wrong in the way the sales process is happening. Yeah? This is one of the KPIs. Here what happens, if the client doesn't respond within the stipulated time, be it the purchasing, saying yes to your service or the product, or saying no, somewhere the response should come. If it is a positive response, then your KPI is working out really well. So what exactly that means? The whatever process that you are having as a part of that sales, it's working out well. So why am I giving sales as an example here? As a leader, you are selling something every minute. Whether you are a part of sales group in your organization or not, you are selling every minute. You should be able to sell things every second. What exactly I mean by selling? One is, you have some great idea which can be implemented in your organization. If it is implemented, it is going to bring in additional business. If you do that, your leadership, the visibility of you as a leader is going to go up in your organization, right? So for that, what you need to do, you should be able to influence the top management. You have an idea, but it needs to be implemented, right? For that, you will be creating a presentation and then present it to your top management. Here, what exactly you are doing, you are trying to sell that idea to the top management so that they can approve and then allow you to implement it. Then results come in. What happens here? You are helping your business to grow. Automatically, you are going to grow. If you have that sales related KPI as a part of your leadership, irrespective of you doing sales role or not, I'll leave it to you to imagine the growth that you can achieve. So that's how KPIs work. Now I'm going to take you through a couple of KPIs that can help you to grow. There are a lot. Whatever I'm going to say is 50%, I would say. Like that, there are so many available, but the critical ones I'm going to share it today. I request all of you to please give utmost care to what I'm going to discuss now. If you look at it, KPIs, when there is an organization, you are there doing your role, there are three things you need to keep in mind. One is system. When I say the system, under that system, the organizational strategy, what is the mission of your organization, what is the vision, which is the long-term goal of your organization, what sort of values your organization is going to bring in, what is the value proposition. The unique value proposition is something that we call it as USP. How different your organization is compared to the competitors, that's what value proposition is. How your organization acquire that competitive advantage. There are so many speakers outside, so many people who are doing similar to what I'm doing, but how am I creating a difference there? I have my own approaches which is working out well compared to my competitors. So I'm making a unique presence of myself, right? So like that, every organization will have its unique values, value proposition, vision and mission. As a leader, it's very, very important for you to understand that. That is the first step. Not every leader keeps that in mind. They only think, okay, I'm a project manager. I'm going to focus on delivering my project on time and quality. You ask anybody, any leader, what is the core thing that you should do? They will say, whatever is assigned to me, I should be able to do it on time, and then I should not compromise on the quality. But the real leadership is beyond that. These two are core. It's very, very important. There is no denial. But beyond that, there are values. You are doing it on time. You are providing quality. But if the system is not really great, if the system has bribe system, if the system is not straightforward, there is no honesty in the system, if there is no integrity in the system may succeed in the short term, but it will fail in the long term. How are you managing your vendors? How are you handling the collaborators? It's not only the client, right? How are you managing everybody? How are you treating everybody who is there as a part of your organizational system? That also comes in. You have to keep them also in mind. Then, after system, let's move on to the process. Process is nothing but the operations, the overall operations, as well the day-to-day operations of your organization. It's not only what you do as a part of your function, it's also about your expertise, at least your knowledge, if not the expertise, at least the knowledge on how the entire organizational operations are working, how each other functions are working. That's important. You should know. You should have certain KPIs. For example, how is your cross-functional support? Right? In an organization, for your project to succeed, you need support from other functions. Right? Even that cross-functional support, how are you behaving with that cross-functional leaders or the teams? That also comes under process-related KPI. So operations, the macro level operations, and then the day-to-day operations come under the process. And then people. If you look at it, I have given bigger space to people. Even though, if we ask, you can ask this to any of your colleagues or peers or anybody in your network. You ask people what is very important for an organization to succeed. I'm talking about the layman. They will only say, whatever is the product or the service that they do, the quality should be good, the customer service should be good, and then the interaction should be good, right? But people are very important. As I mentioned, when it comes to people, it's not only the employees and the clients, it's also everybody in the ecosystem.